Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another weekly trading recap video from me. This week I have three positions that I entered I want to go over, and CAS was also closed down from last week. So let's take a look into the trades I have, the entry, stop loss, take profit, and management from there. So first trade I want to go over is Kiwi Yen. As we know, Kiwi Yen, if we look at the overall higher time frame, we've been talking about Kiwi Yen for this potential bearish move down from the price here. As this kind of ascending channel continue to correct, I mentioned about well, not too interesting unless we see a complete breakout from this ascending channel. So you can see price before that was making some sort of correction. You can almost see a head and shoulder pattern as well, and finally we break out of this ascending channel structure. So I was looking for any type of lower time frame continuation, and at the time when I was looking at this particular position, it was a very clear kind of lower time frame kind of flag. We broke out of that higher time frame ascending channel, and there is like a lower time frame continuation correction. So as always, I set an entry order, stop entry order below the correction, and stop loss just above the high of that. I think this is about 40 pips or so, and then price just pretty much tagged me in, and then hovering around the break-even area as we speak. But I still really like the overall price action here, even though price is still around hovering around the entry area. But the overall higher time frame move is there. We like the impulse down. I like that this higher time frame kind of continuation correction. We're right back to this double top of the area, and price finally break out, and then lower time frame continuation, and the risk reward is there. I definitely see a potential of this play working out all the way down to the previous low. This will give me about 6 to 1. So certainly is going to look uh, fits my plan and management to enter a position like so. And if we see price just continue move down and then pull back for another continuation correction, I'm definitely looking for a scale in opportunity here as well. So that's the first trade. Kiwi yen running about break even. Second trend I want to talk about is CAD yen. So CAD yen is also looking really clear, and we talk about that after this expanding kind of structure, we broke this higher time frame double top area, but we broke it in a correction, right? We know these are like ascending channel correction. As we know, they're very good probability to have a reversal kind of price action. And I'm looking for price to pretty much give me that opportunity. We see the breakdown from here, and let's take a look at the entry here. First entry that I got in was this one here after the price broke down from that higher time frame ascending channel, so impulse correction. Again, first order, I set an entry order before I go to sleep. So at the time, my stop loss is just above this high of this area here. Price actually pushed out and then pushed out even higher before the massive drop. So when I woke up, pretty much got tagged in already here, and then price continued to push down here. Was at one point hitting about 1.5%, so definitely moved my stop loss to break even. But as we see lower time frame, when the price start pulling back here, it pulled back really, really sharp. It didn't really give me any kind of lower time frame kind of bullish continuation. As we see, it pretty much just becomes um, a really big reversal impulse. So we have that impulse pushing down and a reversal impulse. So I really didn't have time to adjust, or I didn't have time to secure any profit. I was just seeing to see. My plan was if there's going to be lower time frame continuation somewhere here, uh, most of the time I'll exit the trade for about 0.5% or whatever at the given time. But to me, it really didn't have that. It just kind of have a reversal impulse up. So eventually take me out for break even. Uh, but looking back at it at the time, I definitely see that price is likely to form a bigger correction after this kind of reversal impulse. And to me, my management was to get out of the trade first for break even, and then potentially look for further continuation, further development from the price. And this is pretty much the second entry. What happened was we see the price push down impulsively, and now we're seeing a very clean kind of correction in the making. And what I like about this second entry is that price pulled back here, and we can see that there was almost like a ascending channel, almost like a reversal kind of correction here at the top of this overall correction. So if we zoom out here a little bit, you can tell that this ascending channel, and then we had the first kind of impulsive move to the downside, and then correction, looking for the next impulse down to the previous low. So I opt in with a stop entry order as always. So this is kind of a reversal order that I talk about in my entries. So I set the stop loss below this correction here, and pretty decent stop loss above the high here. I think this is about 30 pips or so. And price initially tagged me in, pretty much just um, tagged me in first, and then pretty much had a pretty strong push to the upside, but as always, I manage, I stay with the trade. Once I enter, I don't try to exit the trade, even if it pull back right away, and then eventually kind of just push down a little bit more, and then now it's just hovering around the break-even area. Again, if we zoom out here on a higher time frame, if we look at the higher time frame daily, you can clearly tell that this is a potential double top the price is reacting. After this expanding structure, naturally price supposed to continue up higher and an impulsive kind of price action, but we're not seeing that on the lower time frame. That's why it gives me a little bit more confluence that because this expanding structure after it break out isn't continuation, isn't kind of bullish continuation, instead is a more bearish kind of price action. And together with the higher time frame double top, together with all the lower time frame kind of price action, and with this kind of potential short, it's about 5.7 to 1. So again, the risk reward is there for me to just take a short down to this low here and see what the price will do in the later on in the week. So running about break even on this second entry here on CAD Yen. Let's take a look at the third trade, which is Matic. So Matic is Polygon in crypto. So this is one of the trade that I enter. This is when the trade pushes up, and then we had that kind of a crypto kind of sell off during the area. So at the end, I was able to secure a little bit of profit. So let's take a look how my entries were. So if we look at the overall price here, we can tell that price has been pushing up very aggressively, right? You can see that there is clear kind of correction here, impulse, correction, impulse. And I was looking at this potential correction right now for another entry here. And I like how there is kind of a flag entry here. So clearly a continuation correction after this impulsive move. So I open with a breakout entry, so pretty large stop loss here, about 45 pip stop loss, but I put the entry right above the correction, so price just pretty much take me in first. And initially, it pushed up quite a bit. I was looking at this trade, first almost formed a correction here and push up again. So this is when I moved my stop loss to break even after hitting about 1 to 1 or so, and price continued to push up. Um, when I see this correction forming here, what I don't like about it is this usually going to give us a continuation kind of price action to continue, whereas it pushed down, so it becomes a reversal correction. So pretty much impulse, correction, and then reversal impulse down. So that's a good sign from the market that the original bullish bias may or may not be valid or anymore, or may not have enough momentum to push up higher. And the last confirmation I saw was after this impulsive push down, there is a lower time frame continuation. So almost looking like a head and shoulder in this case at the time. So as always, for my management plan, because I see all this bearish kind of price action developing, I want to secure a little bit more profit. So I opt in to move the stop loss a little bit higher to about 0.5, 0.53% or so. And this move down from the price eventually take me out for about 0.5 profit. So looking back at this, I think the management was right on. I obviously couldn't have expect all these crypto bearish move on the market. I can only react to what the market is telling me, only reacting to what the market is indicating to me. And overall, I thought the management was good, secure a little bit more profit, and instead of taking a break even on this one. So that's the third trade on Matic. It's about 0.5% or so. And last trade is CADJPY that I entered from previous week. So went over the entry, went over the stop loss and take profit last week, and price pretty much eventually hovering around the break-even area, but as the London session come in, it just pretty much pushes up, almost forms a correction like so, and it pushes up to hit my stop loss for a full 1% loss. At the time when I was looking at this trade, I still think the overall price action was good when I looking at the when price was around this area, when we still have that double top, when we still have that ascending channel, and that impulse breakdown followed by correction. So all that fits my plan to enter, and I would not hesitate to enter again in this kind of scenario. So to me, it's just one of those things where the trade didn't end up going to the desired direction, but that shouldn't be stopping us for entering these type of positions in the future, because this is why we backtest a lot. This is how we are going to get comfortable entering positions like these. So we shouldn't get discouraged or shouldn't be negative about a position that taking a loss, because everyone will take losses, right? And it's all about how to learn from a particular example like this. I think looking back at this, I could have waited for maybe a price to form a bigger correction like so, but to me, based on back testing and doing a lot of chart work, this could be significant enough for a potential sell anyways. And my plan at the time is when I got takeout from something like this, I wanted to see a little bit better correction develop or something that's a little bit more tangible to give me another potential entry. So that's the fourth trade on CAD Swiss, took a 1% loss. So to recap, Matic also closed with about 0.5% profit, and CAD Yen is running about break even at the right now, and Kiwi Yen is running about break even as well. So we're looking forward to how the next week will begin, see how the market will react next week, and that's also the end of May, the last week of May as well. So any question, comment, or feedback, let me know below, guys, and I will chat with you guys all in my next weekly trading outlook. Thank you very much, guys.